So you did the business, did you, Corvo? I'm not one to speak against my betters, mind you, but if anybody ever deserved their fate, it was those Pendletons.
What business are you talking about?
Oh, grown-up business, girl. I mean, your ladyship. Forgive me.
It's okay. I heard a lot of grown-up business at the Golden Cat.
Oh, I should concentrate on piloting this boat.
Yes, you should, Samuel.
Young Lady Emily, I'm Callista. I'll be caring for you and schooling you while you're with us.
Pleased to meet you.
As am I. Would you like to see your room in the tower?
Can I see it?
Yes, you may. You'll get to see it all. The entirety of the Hound Pits.
Good. I think I'll like it here. I'll go with Callista, Corvo. I'll see you later.
Okay.
You do not fail to impress. Armed with a blade, you changed the course of the city forever. And with the Pendleton twins gone, our own Lord Pendleton will assume their votes in Parliament. In one night, you've done more than most men do in a lifetime.
That I have.
Soon. But for now, Lord Pendleton requests your attention.
Okay. I'm sure Lord Pendleton will appreciate the fact that I didn't murder his brothers. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to Dishonored. Pendleton's a bit out of the way at the moment.
Corvo, the Loyalist conspiracy thanks you for your work. I don't know if I can. My own brothers. We never believed that you killed the Empress. It made much more sense that the Royal Spy Master, now the Lord Regent, was behind it, aided by some of his key allies. We spent a lot of money and exposed ourselves to great risk in getting you out of prison. But we did it because we believe that you're the one that can make the difference. Oh, and Havelock's looking for you.
Okay. Pendleton, if it makes you feel any better, they are not dead. They are, well, they could have wished they were dead. I had them kidnapped, and I put them to work in one of their own slave mines. I hope that they are not together, just to be a little bit more cruel, but I don't really have influence over that. But at least you can rest tonight knowing that your brothers are still alive. They may not have a wonderful life, and I'm going to stop talking now, because I feel I'm going to make the situation worse.
All right, my friend. Martin's devised our next move. There's a footnote in Campbell's journal that tells us the Lord Regent's mistress sat for a portrait with Sokolov.
Okay.
And Royal Physician. He'll be able to give us her name. Sokolov lives on Caldwin's Bridge about half the time, out over the river. The catch is that I'm afraid you've got to head out right away while Sokolov is at his apartment on the bridge.
Okay.
I can get you close to the bridge, but you'll have to find Sokolov. Bring him back here intact, and it'll enable us to make our next move.
Got
I
it.
can't believe what you've done so far. Escaping from Coldridge, taking down the High Overseer, recovering Emily. You make this old military man proud. That's it then.
I am kind of concerned about something, Havelock. I'm the one doing all of the work here. I mean, yes, I understand that you guys are doing all of the planning in the background, but I'm doing literally all of the dirty work. I don't really like this at the moment, but I'll go with it. I mean, you did say that I am the best man for the job.
It really isn't.
Piero, just the man I wanted to see.
Ask me for any gear you need.
Got it. As always, I will take as many of these as I can, although I'm only going to take 5 this time. So the reason we're only taking 5 this time is because I am wanting to save up at least 500 coin for, I believe, the start of next week's episode. Sammy, we have to go somewhere.
Off to Caldwin's Bridge, sir. We'll get our sleep later.
Aye.
Just climb aboard when you're ready.
Something tells me that this is going to be a shorter episode this week.
What do you think, Corvo? Caldwin's Bridge. You've been in the city for years, but you lived in Dunwall Tower with the late Empress, so maybe you haven't visited the bridge before tonight.
It's possible.
See all them lights on the water?
Yeah.
That's right. We'll be spotted for sure. You're gonna have to shut off their power before I can pick you up. Now, about bringing Sokolov back alive, he's smart. Maybe even smarter than Piero. Got the whole of Dunwall under his thumb with all that natural philosophy business. New technology, potions and the like. Seems dangerous to me. But what do I know?
Maybe if Piero and Sokolov worked together, we would actually have a cure for the plague instead of something that just helps us deal with the plague. New objective, abduct Sokolov. Right, first things first, we're going to go for a dark vision, and there are some dudes over there, but that should not be a issue as we are just going to blink up here out of the way.
Chase him down, and you give him a severely deadly beating. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay, I'm not willing to go into the water just due to the carnivorous nature of the fish.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwin's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens, no pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwin's Bridge during this period.
Okay.
It will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Well, it's a shame that we aren't going to be following the curfew. Considering where we would rank in terms of the hierarchy of the game, we do break a lot of the laws that have been passed. Just going to do a little bit of exploration before we move on. Okay, doesn't look like I can get through this way, although it would be fantastic if I could.
Can I buy your ration of elixir from today? Bug someone else.
Surprised that that worked. Delicious rat. Corvo does like a good, delicious rat. And you can't blame him. It restores his mana, and it keeps the other rats off his back. Just grab some munch, and let's move on, and there is a key that is required. So, if memory serves, I'm going to be needing that 500 coin that I mentioned earlier to assist with getting Sokolov's help a little later on. And that is just to make things a little bit easier on Sokolov, if anything. Okay, we've got the Warrior's Key now. Folded galvani resin. Collect blueprints to unlock new upgrades and equipment in Piero's workshop at the Home Pits pub. I wonder what that does. Okay, there is no whale oil in there, which means that it is not exactly functional. Right, what does this do if I turn it? Okay, it makes the chains move, even though I feel a blink would have sufficed for that. But then again, the game does have to cater to the needs of those who would go through the game without utilising the powers that the Overseer gives you. I've actually seen some of those playthroughs and they are quite interesting. I do like watching them, although I don't think I'd ever be able to enjoy Dishonored if it was just purely a stealth game with none of the powers. Okay, so this is a bit problematic for us to go through on foot, so we are going to have a bit of a ride. Hello, City Watch.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of Regent, the curfew now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
I'm pretty sure you only need to say it once every once every hour, intercom man, instead of reminding us every, I'm going to say minute. Every 10 minutes would suffice. Why did I waste a blink to go there? I could have blinked out of this window onto this pipe. And is there a way for me to go down there? Yes, there is. Anyone down there by way of dark vision? No, there is not. So, as much as I have ragged on the AI in the past about how simple they are in terms of, oh no, I've been spotted, he's going to sleep now. Just as I start mentioning the AI's lack of awareness, one of the AI in the distance thinks that he spots me. No, you won't. You will not do the flushing out. I didn't get lucky, I just have a better vantage point than you. Right, is there anything of value down there? No, but there is a bone charm nearby, and I'm just going to blink on down rather safely. Nobody else in the area, which is fantastic, and we are going to loot the two officers that we just incapacitated. That's a weeper. I've also seen people play through this game without using the HUD. I'm sorry, Weeper. I wish there was something I could do because no one should have to go through this plague. Do I have enough runes to get a agility up? Yes, I do. I have 4 runes. One more rune and I will be able to move a little bit faster, which is a good thing to have. I've never heard anyone complain about being too fast in terms of games like this. I don't think you want to be asking a fellow guard about that when there is a wanted criminal directly in front of you. By moving away from the bridge.
Gangs are cutting throats and smashing windows left and right.
Hi! Ow. You were slightly resistant to my sleeping dart. I don't approve of that. On the plus side, we have just incapacitated 2 more people, but unfortunately we are now out of sleep darts, which is not exactly good, because that means we are going to have to play it a little bit more defensively across the board now. I could have sworn there was a safe in this building at one point. Possibly on the 3rd floor. Yes, there it is. There is a way to figure out what the... Actually, I think I've figured out what it is. 1. If I remember correctly, it is about the ships on all of the paintings throughout of the house. So that would be 3. Yeah, 3. And what's on this one? 031. Maybe there is a painting upstairs that also has the combination. Nope, that is the roof. I swear that the paintings are related. I mean, all of the Tivian paintings. Okay, so that's a Tivian painting. The one below this is a Tivian painting, I believe. No, it's not. But it at least has a number on it, and if I'm not mistaken, we can claim that. Okay, so there is a 1 on the picture upstairs, there is a 3 on this one, so logically at least, there must be 1 more picture around the house that has a number on it. Okay, dark vision doesn't really tell me anything about that. 4. This is going to drive me insane if I don't get this right. 4. Maybe it's 1 through 4. This is going to drive me insane. 3, 4, 1. Remember that the truth is in the paintings. I knew I remembered that. The way to the truth starts in the crowded streets. Continue until you see an anchored whaling ship. From there find the slaughterhouse and the truth will be revealed to you. Crowded streets, anchored whale ship. Okay. Anchored whaleboat. Slaughterhouse. And then we have the crowded streets. So that's 4, 1, 3. Four, 7, 3. There we go. How did I not notice the 7? I was getting that right. I would have spent half an hour in this building if it meant I would have got it right. The outsider walks among us. And that's a outsider shrine. Sorry about that. Did not mean to hit you with the shrine.
Rivers change course over many lifetimes, and eventually all bridges tumble down. 1,000 years ago, there was another city on this spot. The people carved the bones of whales into runes and inscribed them with my mark. Children still find them washed up in the river mud. Anton Sokolov has made a great study of my runes, but he's not special like you are. He wasn't chosen, and he doesn't wear my mark, so he can't unlock their secrets. Sokolov believes there are specific words and acts that can compel me to appear before him. He searches old temples in Pendicia and ruined celebrations in Vladivostok. He performs disgusting rituals in the old abbey. But if he really wants to meet me, he could start by being a bit more interesting.
I love that about the overseer, not the overseer, the outsider. He will give you the mark if he finds you interesting. But if he deems you boring, and but you still want an audience with the overseer, not the overseer, the outsider, good luck, because if he finds you boring, you're not getting the mark, and you are certainly not getting a audience with him. Either way, we are moving along on the bridge at a steady pace, and the fact that we don't really have access to any sleeping bolts is only going to make this a little bit awkward at best. This might go horribly wrong. No. I've just alerted them to my presence, which is not exactly great, but my idea was that that explosion would trigger that to explode, and thus turn off the arc pylon. Maybe if I can angle a shot? No? Open it. Open it for me. I know you know I'm here, but I'm wanting you to open this to change the oil so that I can shoot the oil so that I can deactivate this arc pylon so I can actually walk across the bridge and sod the curfew. That's not going to happen. They're never going to allow me to just walk across, even if I disable the curfew, not the curfew. It'd be fantastic if I could disable the curfew, as that would make this mission that much easier. I feel like I've made this level a tad easier just by doing that. But I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. Oh no.
If he comes back, I'll earn another promotion.
I'm right here. Okay, there's nothing of value in there. Looks like there is something I could use in there, but I am not risking it. Calm it, arc pylon. Calm.
I'll write to her again. She has to see reason.
This could go horribly wrong, and that's not the first time I've said that during this playthrough. Ignore it, ignore it. Oh no. Oh no. This is quite possibly death. I'm not trying to stay hidden. I've been spotted. I'm not murdering any of you. I'm going to withdraw my sword, swig my potion, and continue my 700-mile sprint. Come on. I've killed no one. I have killed no one, but I have just obtained an achievement called Cleaner, and I'm just going to open up the Steam overlay to see what that actually is. What? Fight with 5 enemies at once without any of them surviving. Well, there goes the no-kill run. I have just accidentally murdered 5 people because of the arc pylon. I did nothing. I did nothing in terms of that kill, but it's going to be attributed to me because I was in combat with them. The best laid plans. You might know I'm here, but you're not going to get me. And that's death. Well, that's the first time we've died in the playthrough. And at least now we are, well, second time we've died in the playthrough. Okay, so that's our first 2 deaths in the playthrough in rather rapid succession, but it's fine. We no longer have to worry about the guards being on our tail, so that's good. What's bad is I do not know how to get through this area without being spotted by the arc pylon. Okay, none of you are albino rats, which isn't good for me, but at least it means that they are not going to be food. You are the shittest guards in existence. I have just appeared from over there, and right next to the 2 of you, and neither of you have noticed the fact that a man has blinked right next to you. Shittest guards in the universe. Okay, not the kind of arrows I was looking for. And that might be leading to a arc pylon, so I am definitely going to want to take that out.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Bunch of crap.
Yeah, that arc pylon has been disabled, which allows me to walk right up to this guy and knock him out. The Lord Regent really needs some better guards. Okay, there is a guy up there, and theoretically we are going to be able to get all the way up here without him even noticing us due to the chains. Just going to pop on to our glorious blink, and he is over there, and he's rather safe at the moment because he is behind a wall and I don't have access to any sleeping bolts, which is a bit of a detrimental problem that I am having. Where is he? I will be taking that key, good sir. Never mind. Never mind. Press a button. Don't summon the guards. Look, I might have had a massive reputation at one point, but it's been devoured by lies and conspiracy, but still, I am not exactly as glorious as my reputation says. And I've just reminded myself of a comedy routine that Dara O'Brien has done in relation to Metal Gear Solid, where the guy in charge, well, the Colonel I think he's called. Please tell me I'm not going all the way back. Oh, good. Anyway, the Colonel, I believe, is being complimented on how good of an agent Snake is, but because it's Dara playing as Snake, the Colonel basically says that Snake isn't exactly the greatest agent that his reputation says. Do you mind moving a little bit, mate? I just want to knock you out. Thank you. This time, we are going to be able to knock out our friend up here. He is not going to shoot us in the face, and we are going to succeed. That's the plan. Now, whether the plan is going to work is another thing, but it could work. Theoretically, the plan is sound. But that's just it. In theory, the plan is good. In reality, the plan might not be good. Press the button, and we're going to... Never mind, a autosave icon appeared in the bottom right. No, I believe I saw something up here which may be of value to me, so in the Dishonored way, we are going to do some climbing. Wait for my mana to recharge. Well done, Corvo. I know that this is my ineptitude at doing platforming segments in a variety of games, however, I'm going to be blaming my inability to do platforming on Corvo, even though it is not exactly Corvo's fault. Now, the thing that may be of some value to me is all the way up there, so we're just going to climb this chain and then blink up to where he is. Never mind, we don't really need to do the blinking part. We needed to do the blinking part. Okay, money, money, money. Dead dude. Did I just get an autosave for stabbing a dead dude? I love this game. Titan stabbed a corpse. Give him an autosave. Why? Because Titan stabbed a corpse. So we're giving Titan an autosave. Yes. When Titan stabs a corpse, we give an autosave. If that's that should be a rule. If the player stabs a corpse, you get an autosave. That will never be a rule, but it would be funny if it was. I think we're going to be a little bit creative in how we disarm the, well, disengage the spotlights of the drawbridge. There we go. That only disengaged one. Don't worry, it was just a rat. Never mind, it was the man who fell from a relative... Am I rolling down the bridge? So at the start of this video I said that this is probably going to be one of the shorter episodes. Turns out I was wrong. Okay, here is the plan. We're going to go into the ocean. And we are going to blink out as soon as humanly possible, just so that the carnivorous fish do not decide that they want a taste of Corvo. I wonder where Sammy is. It'd be fantastic if we could actually see Sammy getting close to us.
Some river crust down there. And one of these days, you'll get someone killed, you stupid place.
What the fuck is that? I wonder if the game minds if I kill that. There's a rather large amount of them. I didn't expect it to be that many. Okay, river crust, open. That's another one dead. I am happy that these plants don't actually exist. On the plus side, we get 50 coin for every single one that we kill. So that is, well, in killing 10 of these, we would get enough for the brandy that Sokolov likes, which is going to make it so that he will cooperate with us. Either way, we are rather close to Sokolov's house right now, and we are only 40 meters away. We've disengaged the checkpoints, and all is good in Dunwall City. No one nearby, which is fantastic. I've been saying that a lot lately. Fantastic. Don't know why. Did I read that right? Collecting bone charms and runes is heresy in the name of the Abbey. Ah. So that is basically telling us that in the time, well, a couple of 100 years or so before the events of Dishonored, when magic was more prevalent, I'm going to stay away from you. When magic was more prevalent, they more than likely made it so that when they more than likely had a way to combat magic, whereas we don't exactly have a way to do so right now, and I forgot to mute my Steam notification sound. Okay, I need to get over there. There is a wall of light, and there is there is some wires going around, but I am sure that I can get around this area without messing with the technology. Because then once we return Sokolov, we would have actually created an annoying amount of work for him to do, and that should not have worked, game. This thing here, this bit of metallic plating or whatever, the rails, should have blocked our blink. I shouldn't really complain though, because it got us past the wall of light, and in the event that you walk past if you walk through a wall of light without it registering your genetic code, it will disintegrate you, which is one of the more entertaining ways to have people accidentally kill themselves in this game, and I could have swore that he was a albino rat. If it weren't for the fact that Sokolov's house is all the way over there, I'd say that that's where that rune was. Then again, that's only the front door. this could actually be Sokolov's house. Hi there! You don't know it yet, but you've won you've won a holiday. And you're asleep. Enjoy your little break from work. Once you wake up, the other guards will circle you and they will question you relentlessly about why you went to sleep. And because Sokolov will be missing, they will assume that you are responsible for having some form of hand in this, and you will more than likely be spending some time in Coldridge Prison. So yeah, I bought you a holiday. It's not exactly the kind of holiday you want though, so sorry about that.
I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which in conjunction with the high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential according to the latest celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin.
Hi.
How did you get past all the guards?
I walked past them.
Too is quite unusual. It is reminiscent of markings I've studied on cave walls far from the city.
I believe so.
Who sent him? Piero? That tells you. There's no need to be his lab hound. You and I can come to an agreement. One that I'm sure will please you more than anything Piero dreamed up.
Okay.
I can't say I'm surprised. I knew someone would come eventually. But you're not what I expected. There's no need for violence. We can be great friends.
I'm sure we can.
Will you join me and drink? Sit and talk a while. Come. We'll discuss the future. Money. Women. Whatever you want. There is much to learn from the stars for those fluent in their tongue. I could consult my astronomical charts. Is there no reasoning with you?
I'm not here to murder you.
Do anything rash. I think we can come to an agreement. It doesn't matter who sent you. Whatever they are paying you, I will double it, triple it.
I'm not being paid to murder you.
Money is not the only thing I have in abundance. Perhaps there are other rewards you seek. I see you are a determined man. Is there nothing I can offer you? Sir? Who are you? What is it you want? Money? Elixir against the plague? I don't know how you got past all the defenses, but I think I can assume if you wanted me dead, well, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Everything within my power to give you is yours. If you'll just let me go. I can see you are an intelligent man, so you understand there will be repercussions if you should harm me. I am the royal physician.
Sokolov.
Head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Stay back! Have you no heart? Please.
Sokolov.
Damn it! Someone help me! Damn it!
I said nothing to him. I showed no sign of wanting to... What? Did he just have a heart attack out of fear? Okay, we are not talking to Sokolov ever again.
Who are you? What is it you want? Money?
I want to take you back to the pub. That's the only thing I want. You're coming back to the pub with me, and he's not been neutralised, game. He's been picked up. You, my dear, are now free, and I am off. There you got all 5 of the rooms in this level. Don't think I've ever done that before. You do not see me. Wait, he actually doesn't see me. Sorry, dude. I was trying to get you out alive, but it didn't seem to work out. Yes, witchcraft. Sammy, we gotta go.
Phisician himself. He made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off.
Okay. We need to go now. Okay, no one was killed. We robbed Pratchett's safe. I'm still a little bit annoyed at myself for not reading the note or noticing the 7 first. Either way, that is the Royal Physician down. That was a fun level. I don't know how long this video is, but I'm sure it is at least half an hour in length. When I'm going to edit this now, I'm going to find out this is actually 50 minutes. Either way, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Dishonored. I am Titan, and I will see you next time.